just gonna shake for a bit. Give me a minute there. Oh yeah, I don't know why I never did this before. This is smart. Oh gosh. Blaze, what's up? Welcome on in. How are ya? Gonna remember this time. What are we remembering? How are you doing? I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's right. Feeding the hedgehog. I need to feed mine too. Where's my mouse? There it is. Oh, there we go. Beep-boo. That's right. Make sure you're feeding your hedgehog, chat. Ugh. What is this? This trash. This is trash. I took a quick look at a video right before this just to kind of see how this game is played. I meant to do it at work, but I got busy playing a lot of Hades 2 at work. Someone at work was like, Fiona, you realize you're being paid like $200 to just play video games? I was like, fuck yeah, I am. But yeah, my day is going good. Like I said, there was a lot of downtime at work today. And oh my god, they finally bumped that guy down. They bumped him out of our class and put him in the other one. Because the other class is going a little bit slower and this guy's just not getting it. So it's like, yay, he's not with us anymore. I'm gonna go and pull the rulebook out so I can start looking these instructions here. So you can tell this game is brand new. I just opened this. It's literally just pulled off the plastic. In fact, hang on a minute. Yes, I was playing on my Steam Deck, yeah. Yeah, my Steam Deck handles Hades 2 pretty good. So, I'm happy about that. Let me see how the solo is set up here. Because I think I can do this with 2 players. Yeah, solo you're playing by yourself. So I think I'm gonna play this as a 2-player game. Just because we're gonna have the ability to, so. Oh yeah. Really need to use yours more, yeah. And you know, it can be tough to convince yourself to use it more, right? Just because a lot of it's kind of an opportunity, right? I think the Steam Deck's nice to use if, like, you don't want to be at your computer or something, right? You kind of just want to be on, like, the couch. I think that works out really well. Obviously, if you're going to travel and you suspect you're going to have a lot of downtime, you know? Or if you have downtime at work, you know? Like, right now, where I'm just in school doing literally nothing half the time. So it's like, yep, might as well use my Steam Deck and play some Hades 2. So, I'm still debating on when I'm going to get a Switch 2 at this point. I keep telling myself I'm going to do it sooner than later. But I'm also like, I have so many Steam games I need to play that I could not buy the Switch 2 until much later. Like, I should probably just wait until a special version of the Switch 2 comes out and buy it then. You really want to support playing games on Linux? So more games supported from day one? Yeah. This team, a lot of companies have been pretty good about making their games Steam Deck compatible. So, which is good. I love that. I'm gonna put on a little music for myself here. It's a little quiet. I'm gonna keep this music relatively quiet. It's gonna be YouTube music. Ooh, maybe this one. Yeah, sure. This is like 3 hours worth of music. So. Alright. Oh shit, I gotta run an ad. Oh my god, I knew I forgot to do something. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna run an ad here. Real quick, guys. Sorry. I knew I should have done. I knew I forgot to do something. Yeah, but new smell is always great. Oh, God, I love it. Let's go ahead. Let's go and bring this up. I know some of y'all are in break. That's okay. Welcome on in, everyone. How are y'all? Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Yeah. Welcome to another edition of Board Game Tuesday. Evening edition. We are going to be playing Aqua today. But before we do that, I hope everyone's having a wonderful. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all are in ads right now. I messed that one up. That's on me. Honestly, I shouldn't have even run the ads. I should have just been like, you know what? Buckets. But it's too late. We've already done it. So we're going with ads. Also, you know, one of these days I should swap the table from here to over here. Because I noticed that when I go to this view, you got the night behind me, and it blinds the shit out of y'all. So I'm trying to put my head right here, so that the night's not hitting y'all. So, but yeah, no, it's been a good week. I think the last time we hung out was what, Saturday, when we went to that to the Super Bowl. Everyone at my work enjoyed hearing about that. They were like, "What's a Super Bowl?" I was like, "Oh, the Super Bowl," you know? And they were like, "We all need to go next year." I'm like, "Yeah, y'all do." Had a fun event. And then I did not get home till like 9 or 10 p.m. on Sunday. I got home super late. I was at like something in Albuquerque till like 8 p.m. So, it was like a meetup with a women's group. We went to a Celtic restaurant, Scottish, Irish, there we go. Went to an Irish restaurant. It was good. Got some fried pickles. It was a little salty, which was fine. And then I had some fish and chips, which was also really good. So, and then, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, just went to work. Pretty much all about it. I did some laundry yesterday, and I still got like all my clothing hanging around because I didn't have enough money to do the washer and dryer. So I just washed like a half load, especially the pants that I needed, and then I've just been air drying everything. So, yeah. They said they will probably be at the training building till like last week of February, and then in March they're gonna transfer us over. So, which is fine, you know. I'm down for the easy money. Though I feel like I'm gonna be in a really tough spot where it's gonna take a while for me to get my Q clearance. So, just, you know, what I need to do my job. Because I have so much stuff to edit and add in for my clearance stuff. It's a pain in the butt. It's buddy. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Let's go ahead and get to the game here, because it looks like the ads are done. So like I said, y'all, we are going to be playing Aqua, Biodiversity in the Oceans. From what I understand, this game's about building your own coral reef and kind of creating your own ecosystem for the fishes, or the sea life. And so we're going to find out. We're probably going to do a 2-player game here versus a 1-player game. I think this is open information. Pretty sure. So, yeah, we'll see. Let's go and get everything. Let's go get y'all turned around. And let's go ahead and start learning how to play some Aqua. We got Henry and Mr. Halfhog over here. Yeah. So, this was a game I kind of got lucky with. I bought this game at... Was it Barnes & Noble? No. I bought this game from... Go, Calendar, and Board Games. They're a seasonal store that's only open for like the Christmas season. And they sell board games. But after Christmas, because they're Christmas seasonal store, everything in the store goes 50% off. And so that's always a good, like, January or December 26th is always a good time to go in and see if you can get some cheap games. So we're gonna bring everything. I'm just gonna dump this out. There we go. And we're gonna need to punch stuff out here. So you can tell, I mean, this is brand new. Like I said, haven't even really looked at this game yet. Oh yeah. Gotta love punching this stuff out. Hell yeah. The piece looks solid, yeah. It's looking like... I think this is like the go first token. And I'm already starting to piece it together. When you put stuff together, I think you have to be touching same color, right? You can't do this because they're different color. That's gonna be my guess. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out here. Alright, so we wanna keep these a little separate over here. Get these popped out. I love the colors. The colors are already looking really nice. Also, let me know if I need to turn down the music on my laptop. Actually, it might be a little loud. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. That's way it's not interfering with y'all's music. Put these here. Oh man. So many pieces. Oh, I should post in my Discord. I'll do that in just a minute. Ugh. We'll get there. Yeah, so these things over here, these are the animals that are part of the ecosystem. I believe they're what give you points. And then obviously this is the coral that you use to build your ecosystem that we're punching out right now. And then there's like larger pieces that are gonna come into play. We're gonna figure all this out. There we go. Vegas, hello, welcome on in. How are ya? What happened to all the sound? Welcome on in. Welcome to another edition of Board Game Tuesday. We are playing a new game today called Aqua. As you can tell, beautiful board here, beautiful pieces. I mean, look at some of these. I mean, we got a hammerhead shark right here. We got an eel. Actually, not too sure what that is. We're gonna move this rule book real quick. Now we got some dolphins. We got a humpback. We got an octopus. Yeah, it's probably an eel. Alright, so you wanna go over here. You come over here. Oh yeah, I got more humpback whales. Dolphins, more squids. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're different. We got octopi, we got manta ray. There's a different kind of shark on this one. Have I seen the blue-ringed octopus? I have not. Are they blue? Are their legs blue? Is that how they got their name? We got little starfish here. Just punching everything out here. Oh, this is satisfying. So satisfying getting to just punch these things out real quick. Watch out, Mr. Halfhog. Okay, so these look like the starter pieces we're getting to. We're starting to get some seahorses here. Ooh, what in the world is this thing? That must be a starting piece. Alright, just gonna pop these out. Oh, I see what these are. These must be point things. Okay. This must be how you get some points. Put that over there. Put these here. Stack the purples. Probably should have stacked them when I had the chance, but that's okay. Do 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 do. They were really pretty, but extremely toxic. Oh my god! I'll have to look into this. I always love learning about new animals that are super deadly. Yeah, these must be the starting pieces. Yeah. Fishies, fishies. It's a clownfish. Oh yeah. Yeah. There we go. Just gonna put these in order while I've got the chance. 11, 12. Let's stack these yellows. Whoa-wows! Put these guys over here. You know, growing up, I used to like hate the ocean and going to the beach. Like, I was just not a. Well, I'm not gonna say I hated it. I wasn't a fan of going to the beach. It wasn't until I moved to Hawaii and started dating someone that I really started enjoying the beach. What in the world are these pieces for? Give me a minute here. I got some pieces here. I don't know what the fuck these are. Oh, I know. Okay, I see what these are. These are, you use this to build out a frame. That's so cool. Okay, I see. I was wondering, I was like, what is all this in the bottom of the box? You use this to build out the sections, and then these pieces get put into the box in those sections. I understand now. That's pretty cool. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take these. I'm going to get these out of the way because we don't need these for now. because we're going to be playing with these. Because that's what they recommend. Alright. So, let me go and get everything in just a little bit more organized here. Let me get the blues, the greens put together here. There we go. Now, so these are the animals, right? We've got some starfish, we've got jellyfish, we got clownfish, we got sea turtles, we got crabs, and we got seahorses. And along with our gigantic animals over here, right? So let's go ahead and grab our big ones here, right? Put them all together here so we can get them all together. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 7. You're 9. 11, 9, 7. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now that we're organized, now we can move our square pad. We don't need that. And we'll probably only need 2 of these, because that's probably what's going to be happening here. And let's start looking at our setup here. Like I said, we're going to be doing a 2-player game here. Here are the steps of setting up the core game. To play with the advanced or family variants, refer to page 7. I like beginner setup. Everyone receives a hotspot tile at random and places it in the table in front of them. So, put one over here, put one over here. There we go. Place 6 core game ecosystems 1 through 6 in a 9. The advanced ecosystems are only used in the advanced variant and should be returned to the box. Which is why we grabbed... That's why we grabbed 1, 2... It's really hard to see the numbers, but on the bottom here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the bottom left corner. And I assume these refer to like points, right? Assuming that you get them. We're gonna find out. Sort the small animals into the respective stacks and place 1 at random above each ecosystem. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Let's go ahead and get everything. Uh-oh. I do need a slightly bigger table at some point. Like, this table's a little small, which is a bummer. There we go. Alright, so we want to set them like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to take 1 of each. Alright. I'm going to shuffle it under the table here. Well, yeah, I'm going to shuffle it under the table. And then the order in which they're at, from top to bottom, they're just going to go 1, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so jellyfish on 1. Alright, starfish on 2. Crabs on 3. Sea turtles on 4. Seahorses on 5, and clownfish on 6. And then you're supposed to move them over here, so we're going to go and stack them just like that. Get them on here. It's a little messy. That's okay. Never want to get crabs. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine no one wants to get the bad crabs. Give me a minute here. Let me... Where is it? Let me do something real quick. There it is. Do, 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 do. There we go. Alright. Alright, so now that we've done that, Sort the large animals into their matching shapes in descending point value, which we've already done. If playing with 2 or 3 players, remove the large animals with the whale icon. So we want to remove the whale icon. So they had the whale icon. Because we're only playing with 2 players, or 3, we want to remove the whale icon. So we're going to be removing all the whale icons. There we go. So these 5 can go back to the box. Shipment of Fail, what's up? Welcome on in. How are ya? Welcome to a game of Aqua with its gorgeous art. Really loving the art so far. Right now we're just getting to set up here as we prepare for a 2-player game. I'm gonna try to move this up here. Bring these here. Oh god, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay. And then Mr. Halfhog and Henry, y'all gonna have to move. I'm gonna need all the room I can get for this one. So we'll put the big pieces over here. We'll move this. Okay. But Blaze, how are you doing? Oh, not Blaze, Shipment of Fail, how are you doing? Hope you had a good Tuesday so far. Do I remember the 90s band Aqua? Maybe, I'm not sure. Shuffle all coral tiles face down, place them opposite the ecosystems with some free space in between. Randomly remove a number of corals based on the number of players. So we're gonna bring this over here. Kinda wish I had like a big bag. I really need to invest in some just gigantic bags that I can just put tiles in. You know? I think that would be like the easiest thing to do. Wait, do I have a bag? Oh, wait, you're flipped. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes. I knew who you're talking about now. Oh, this one's flipped. Oh man, trying to shuffle hard pieces. Not the easiest thing to do here. You just gotta drop them, let them rip. There we go. Yeah. I remember them. That's all I know. That's the only song I probably know from them, but you know, that's okay. Oh my god. Alright. So now we gotta remove 35. 5. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. And 35. There we go. So remove 35. Hang on, what does the rest of this say? Remove 35. Okay. Take these out for now. Tilt the camera a little bit here. There we go. Alright, and then what do I do to the rest of them? Just put them face down. Okay, so bring these over here. And then we want to reveal one more coral than the number of players here. So we're gonna reveal 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That's gonna reveal 3 tiles right here because we're gonna be playing with 2 players. And then randomly assign a sea snail token, and the game is ready to begin. Oh man. Alright. So we're just gonna give it to this player right here. I'm gonna make sure my setup is looking pretty good. That's good there, that's good. That's good over here because we're going with a 2-player game. Alright, perfect. So here we go. Oh man, I forgot to give y'all the introduction to this game. In Aqua, your starting point is a hotspot that gradually becomes surrounded by expanding coral formations. These corals serve as habitats for small marine animals. By fostering biodiverse habitats, you can then create ideal conditions for attracting the largest marine animals. At the end of the game, the player that succeeded in growing the best coral formations and attracted the most small and large sea animals will be the winner. Alright. So, playing around, Aqua plays over 17 rounds. To start each round, whoever's holding the sea snail token prepares a market and completes their first turn, followed by all other players completing their full turns in clockwise order. Each turn consists of 3 phases as shown below. Grow coral, where you take and place a coral tile from the market. You create habitats and reefs. If you create a habitat, immediately attract a small animal. And then you establish biodiversity. If you establish biodiversity, you may attract a large animal. We're going to find out what all these mean because I have no idea. Interesting. So, yes, you are trying to grow your corals to establish habitats and reefs and establish biodiversity. As y'all know, biodiversity is very important in nature, right? You know, that's failure points here. Ooh, I like this. They have this little note section here, core concepts, highlighted for easy reference. At the market, at the end of a round, there will be 1 coral tile remaining in the market. At the beginning of a round, there will always be 1 more coral tile available than the number of players. Alright, so I'm gonna go with preparing the market before each round. So skip this step in the first round. So we're gonna read it, but we've already done it. Before each round, the player holding the sea snail token is responsible for creating a market by revealing 1 coral tile per player into the center of the table, and then the sea snail token is then returned to the market. Except for the opening where there's 3 because there's 2 players. That's the only time that there's more of these tiles. Alright, so the way this game is played, turn 1. On your turn, take a coral tile from the market and place it in at least one, so at least one of its sides connects with a matching color coral. Pretty much what we said earlier on, right? And then if the sea snail token is available, instead of proceeding with your turn as normal, you may take this token and place it beside your play area. Play immediately passes to the player on your left, and you will take your full turn once all other players have completed their turn. So basically, the sea snail is a go first token. If the sea snail token has not been claimed, the last player to take a turn automatically receives it. So that's why in turn 2, when it looks like this, each player is going to take 1 coral, and then, you know, someone's going to get the snail token. So oh, I see. You don't... I see what happens. Okay. Okay. So once you've grown a coral, you'll be creating habitats and reefs. So you have 2 primary objectives. Creating habitats and reefs. Habitats are created by forming a hexagon using exactly 3 corals of the same color. So 3 alpha. Wouldn't that just be... Oh, okay, I see. So, if you were to get, say, let's use this red as an example. If you were to do this, right here, or we'll use this one. We'll use this one. If you were to do this, then that would be a habitat. If you have formed one or more habitats, immediately place a small animal of the same color on top. Well, wait, what's this? What's 3B? Why is 3B X? The core tiles of 3B do not, because it does not form a perfect. Oh, it needs to form a hexagon. Wait. Oh God, I need to. Oh, so hexagon. Okay. So wait, how would you even form a hexagon from here? Oh, here we go. Okay, so if you did this right here, if you did a hexagon, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you would then be able to take this red crab battle, and you go right here. So that's how that works. Okay, I am starting to understand now. And then the reefs are created by groups of 4 or more cores of the same color that are connected to each other. So reefs are just, they're connected. So in this case, let's say we had all this here. Let's say we did something like this. Right? You don't have a habitat, but you do have a coral reef. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think at the end of the game it says here they score points for all adjacent small animals at the end of the game. Okay. And then establishing biodiversity to attract a large animal, you will need to fulfill 3 requirements. Large animals must be placed on top of at least one small animal that you place this turn. Large animals must rest completely on top of small animals, and to maintain biodiversity, each small animal beneath a large animal must be different from one another. So let's see. So let's see. So in this case, they're saying that the turtle was just placed, and now that player can choose to either attract either the pictured large. Okay, because they have a seahorse, a crab, and a turtle, but they also have a turtle here, right? Well, because that turtle is here, you can't go for this one. Oh my God. Raiders, hi, welcome on in. How are ya, Panda? Thank you so much for the raid. How are ya? Welcome on in, everyone. So good to have ya. Panda, how was your stream? I was like lurking on your stream earlier today. You were playing, I forget, what was it? Guilds of Market. It was like some sort of market guild game, and I was like, I'm gonna keep my eye out for this game. That looks fun. The Guild of Merchant Explorers expansion map. Okay. See, Guild Merchant, I was like, I know those two words are somewhere in this game. But yeah, welcome on in, Raiders. How are y'all? My name's Flipsy Fiona. You can call me Flipsy or Fiona. And this little booger that you saw is Mr. Hefhog. He's my little partner in crime. We'll give you the Hefhog wave. And of course we have more than one hedgehog now. We have Henry Hedgehog. And he will also give you waves. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. But yeah, I do a lot of IRL. We do a lot of board games. We do cooking streams. So yeah, if that interests you, come on, drop a follow, check us out. Today, we are learning to play Aqua. Biodiversity in the oceans. I'm loving the art. I mean, look at that gorgeous art. I bought this game in December. I think I bought it from what was it? A Go calendar and board game store. Do y'all know what store I'm talking about? It's like a seasonal Christmas store. They sell mostly calendars, but they also sell board games. And after Christmas, every year, everything in their store goes 50% off. And so that's where I got Aqua. It was 50% off. I bought it. I paid, I think, maybe $15, $20 for it. So, yeah. Starving, you're looking, getting dinner. Of course, Panda, thank you so much for coming in and bringing your people over. And this goes for everyone else, too. If you're part of the raid, if y'all have to raid and run, go do what you gotta do. Go take care of yourselves, right? Go do them errands. Otherwise, get a snack, get a drink, and come join us for some Aqua. Because we are just about finished learning the rules. We're about ready to push. I am going to look at how the points are scored at the end of the game. So that this way I know what both, that way I know what both players should attempt to go for here. Yeah, so let's look at the scoring here. End of game scoring, right? I'm going to get you guys turned back around here. Beep-oo. Here we go. So let's look at our end of game scoring. We have large animals, right? So obviously, large animals have their points right there. So that's easy. We have small animals, right? Total points shown on your small animals, right? So obviously, easy right there. 3 points, right? And 2 pointers. And then you have, let me make sure they're all 3, okay. And then you have reefs. So with reefs, you add up the total points from all your reefs. For each reef you have, score the point shown on all small animals adjacent to it. A small animal may count for several reefs. And so they're basically saying, like, this right here is a reef, and you're going to score points for that. And I think that is, let's see, that's big animals, small animals, this. So that'd be 11 points, if I am looking at this correctly. So that'd be what? So that'd be 2, 4, 6... 8, 11, yeah. Okay. And then ecosystems. Score each of the 6 ecosystems in play. During setup, 6 ecosystems are assigned a small animal at random, which is placed immediately above the ecosystem. The small animal is considered native. In order to score the points for an ecosystem, a criteria must be met. That criteria is shown on the tile and always requires... Okay. So this one means for every small animal, for every native small animal you have, score 1 point per small animal adjacent to it. What the fuck does that mean? For every native small animal. What does a native small animal mean again? Okay. Yeah, for every native small animal you have... Okay, we'll figure this out at the end. And then for every barracuda and eel you have, score 2 points for every native small animal you have. This one is for every bottlenose dolphin. Scores 3 points for every native small animal you have. Okay. Let me look up... They might be. They might be. You know... We'll figure that out at the end. We're just gonna play this game, right? who cares about the points, right? It's all about having fun. It's not about winning. It's all about playing the game here. So each player gets to pick one of these, and then they get to add it to here. So I'm gonna have player 1 here. They're gonna go first, and you know what? They're gonna go this red piece. They're gonna go that red piece right here. So this is turn 1. We wanna go here. There we go. It's a good spot for it. How do I even keep track of turns? Oh, it's probably because this is gonna run. I was like, how do I even keep track of turns in this game? But this will probably run out. Alright, so put that here. So player 2, I'm gonna have them take this. And I'm gonna have them put this right here. There we go. So we got a nice reef going so far, right? Both players going with that nice reef, right? And so now we are going to move to the end step. Right? So this player will bring this over here. Set up these right here. And they get to go first again. Just trying to figure out. Hang on. And then let me see about this snail real quick. If the sea snail token has not been claimed, the next player to take a turn automatically receives it. Okay. So, since this player is going first, they can either choose to take the snail now, but then this person will get first pick, or they can pick, and then this person picks, and then they get the snail, and they get to go first. Player 1, they're gonna, you know what? They're gonna take the snail. Kirk! Hi! How are you? Welcome on in. Welcome to our game here of Aqua Biodiversity. Yeah, we are learning how to play this. We're gonna take this right here. We're gonna put this right here. And what this does is this forms our first hexagon, which is going to win one of these. It is the matching color, so this one goes right here. I'm doing good. Yeah, we're having no, this is a coral building game. We're building our coral reef. And as we build our coral reef, we bring animals in, which is great. I think actually maybe doing this sounds awful. That's a terrible move, me. Yeah, let's do this. Let's bring this in right here. I'm gonna bring that in. That was a crab to get put in right here. All right. So now this gets put up here. These get brought in, and once again, player 1. Let's see. We got some nice blue ones here. That's right, Mr. Krabs. This purple one. Yeah, that one's good right there. I like that, so there we go. So that's a nice setup right here. So what we want to do over here, probably this one actually. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one right here. So we start getting a little bit of diversity going here. So nice setup here. Player 2. I'm gonna try and make a little room here, just in case. Separate these out just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now player 2 gets to go first. And player 2, ooh, what a fun, look at that. Player 2 getting one of these. That's rock solid right here. That's gonna belong right here. That's beautiful. And that is going to give a seahorse going right here, because obviously forming this shape here means player 1's going to get the first player token. Let's see what player 1 wants. Let's see what they want to do here. They could go for more red. I think getting this blue and pink going might be the way to go. Maybe putting this here so we can set up for pink right here, and then hopefully get some blue and try to get some blue going here. So I'm gonna go ahead, continue setting out more. And there's our pink right there, but it's got some green. This isn't super helpful. There's almost a temptation to hate draft here, because the pink and this don't really help player 2. This can, so oof. Yeah, we're gonna go. This is not a good setup here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put that there. Which means player 2 is gonna go first on this next one. Player 2 could grab this. I think this is the better player right here. So we can put a purple here. Nope. Put a purple here. Man, I'm having trouble trying to get these hexagons going. I'm like, shit, what's a hexagon? How do I make a hexagon? What is that big snake? That just means which player's gonna go first next turn. That's it. Am I being dumb? How do I do this? For some reason, like, trying to get hexagons going right now is not my strong suit for some reason. I don't know what's happening. Okay, what if we go... Oh, yeah. We'll go here. We'll go right here. Connect the purples right there. There we go. So we'll bring these out. Yeah, so now player 2 gets to pick first. Right. This is probably the best bet right here, so we can get a purple. Oh yeah, look at that. And we got a purple right here. Although my question is, if we do that... Okay, yeah, we'll get a purple. So that allows us to bring this starfish in right here. And now if we want, I could grab this because we have 2, right? Because that could go right here. But the other thing I can do is I can play for a yellow right here, and we can just get us 3. So that's actually what we're going to do. We can actually go maybe for a 4? No, we can't. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that. We're not gonna go for the 2 yet. we come on over to here. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Nope, nope, nope. We're just gonna just do this. We're just gonna go here. And they're gonna grab a pink. And it looks like their next best bet will be to go for a blue right here. They can get that. That's gonna help them. Alright. That's open. We reset the board here. Player 1. You know, I'm trying to debate if I can fit like 3 players onto this table. Because I think 3 players could definitely have some chaos. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we want to go here. Yeah. Yeah, because we can put another blue right here. Coming back to here, no yellow, which is unfortunate. We can get this. We can get this red one right here. So we put this red right here. We can then form up another red right here. Alright, so player 2 is gonna get to go first. Just one a turn. And so because there's only 2 players, right, it's going a lot faster, right? Obviously there are more players, right? But yeah, you know, very simple game for sure. Oh, there's a yellow here? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna grab this yellow here. I'm gonna grab this yellow here. And that'll go right here, which will form the goldfish. And now we've got this shape going, but nothing fits it. However, we are going to grab the dolphin, who is worth 9 points. And this dolphin, now that we have established biodiversity with a starfish, with, yes, Nemo and a seahorse, we can now put the dolphin right here. So the dolphin goes right there. There is another dolphin available, but it's only worth 5 points. So it behooves, you know, the players to get these as fast as possible, because it's worth really good points. So let's see. That is not going to do it. We could put the red over here, but I think the better bet here is to go green. There we go. Alright, so player 1 gets to go first again. I think this is their best bet right here. They're gonna go right here. They're gonna get this blue coral. Now they could go for the shark. Trying to see if there's something better. Nope. You know what? They're gonna nab the shark. Why not, right? Might as well grab the shark, right? Shark's gonna be like, nom 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 nom. That's my food right there. So the shark's coming in, grabbing that, right? Which means player 2 is gonna get the first player token. I have to start thinking about reef expansion too. Like, that's the other thing. Because reefs are what? 4 or more? Yeah, 4 or more corals. So right now, neither player really has a lot of reefs. Like this, this player has a reef. There's not a reef here yet. Bring that red piece right here. Am I being dumb? Oh my god, does it not make one? Oh wait, I wonder if this counts. Does that count? Let me look at something real quick. Oh, you know what? I misplayed one of these. Who did I misplay? I misplayed this one. That's okay. That's okay. We will... That is okay. We're learning. That's fine. That... It happens. You know what I mean? In that case, let's go ahead and let's take this purple one. And we're going to do this. There we go. So that's going to form our first reef. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be points at the end of the game. Alright. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. But actually, we're gonna let it be. It's fine. I messed up. Alright, so they get to go first now. So I can't fix this. This is screwed. There's nothing there. So what we can do is we can continue to make this reef worth something by putting this here, grabbing a goldfish, putting that goldfish right here. Means you get to go first. Next turn. Yeah, see, doing this completely messes everything up. So, that's not good. Let's do this. We'll do that. Oh yeah, dude, player 2 is gonna fucking win by a huge margin here. I don't think it's even gonna be close here. Cause like I'm trying to figure something out with this player and be like, what can I do to get you back into this game? There's not a lot we can do here. We're just gonna just start making some reefs. See if we can use that to help stimulate some points. Are we still rocking your car's back? Y'all are still rocking my back window. Yes. Absolutely. Oof. Oof. This truck's in such a bad spot because I messed this up. So let's see. We come over to here. This one's crushing it. So here's what we can do. Why don't we just build here? Nope. This one? Nope. Nope. Don't like that one. This one. Okay. Oh man, there's no good way to get this in here. I guess we can just do this. Nope. No, that needs to go here. No? Wait. That needs to go here. There we go. Okay. I was like, why can't I get this right? Yeah, dude. Player 2 is gonna dominate. And it's not even contentious. Player 2 at this point is just like, you know what? We put this here. We can grab a blue. And this coral reef is just gaining points. Gaining all the points right now. I'll take this purple. Oof. Oof. So close to something. We can do... Damn. Yeah, player one is so screwed. Yeah, player one has like nothing. I don't even know how to fix player one's position because I messed him up right from the start. This really messed everything up. That's, like I said, I don't even know how to fix this anymore. Kind of game mode. This is screwed. This is all screwed. I don't even. Oh man. This can go here. We can grab a purple. That's gonna go over to here. We're probably gonna try out the solo version of this game after this too. So I want to see how the solo version plays. Should I take this one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Frickin' player 2. Oh, they needed a red. They needed a red right here. Would have been nice. And a red over here would be good too, but can they expand any of these reefs? They can take this green one. They don't really need to expand the purple. Does anything here need an additional color? Maybe, you know what? We'll go and get this. So we can get this blue one right here. So player 1. I should have kept track of turns there. 17 turns. 1, 2, 3. I just assumed that we were... Oh, yeah, we are gonna run out. Okay. Which one do you need? Honestly, getting this green one right here, it's gonna be huge. Get points from that. I'm gonna flip these right here. And we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna put this right here. So that they can get some points going on here. Once again, because I messed all this up. Player 1's basically screwed at this point. Not a whole lot. Player 1's gonna be able to knock out here. I still need a red over here. Wait, what was my plan here? What am I doing? What kind of goofy shit am I doing over here? I guess I can just put a purple one right here, just in case. We'll flip these two. We'll grab... I guess we'll grab this one. Now wait. Now we'll grab that one. We'll get some points. Come on over to here. We could get another turtle and get more points. So that's just gonna remove that green, which I don't necessarily want to do. But it's also not a lot of options on the board. I guess the best bet would be to come here. See if I can't form a... Oh, yeah, see, I can't. It's not gonna work. Oh my god. Alright, we'll go here. There we go. Alright. And so player 1 gets first pick here, the final one. This is probably gonna be a hate draft. They're gonna take the red here. Nope. And they're just gonna go right here. They're gonna take this red, grab this, which prevents player 2 from getting that red. And we're gonna put this Can I expand a coral anywhere? I don't think so. No. Alright. You see this, it's just a gigantic on this coral. And so that's a 2-player game. And let's go ahead and look at the scores here. We can figure out how these scores work, right? So first thing you want to do is you want to go by your large animals here. So let me get up. Oh, where's my pen? Alright. So if we come over here, we got player 1 and player 2. Alright, so player 1, they have 11 points. Player 2, they have 9 points. Not a lot of big animals here. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Now we want to add up the small animals, right? So you take your big animals out here and you add up all your small animals. We got 2, 4, 6, plus 9 is 15 for player 1. For player 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 plus 4 is 19. Alright. And then we go by reefs. So you really don't want to move your animals here. So the way the reefs work, for each reef you have, score the points shown on all animals adjacent to it. So on player 1, they have a reef right here. So that's 4, and they have a 4 here, right? So for every reef, you count the animals that are adjacent to it. So in this case, you count him. That's 2, 4, 7. Alright, so that's 7 points. Obviously, player 2 want a little nuts. They have a 1, 2, 3, 4, which scores them 3, 6, 9, 11. So that's going to score them 11 points. And I don't think they had any other reefs. So that's 11 points right there. So you can see player 2 just running away with this right now. And then we have to score these. So let me see. So this is, let's see. So 6 ecosystems are assigned a small animal at random. The small animal is considered native to that ecosystem. Okay, I see. So blue is the native animal. I see. Okay, I understand now. So, for this one, I would count, for every native small animal, we score 1 point per small animal adjacent to it. So, for player 1, they have 1 native animal for that 1. They get 2 points because these 2 are adjacent. I understand how to do it now. Player 2, same thing. These are their native animals for tile 1. They get 2 points. Alright. And then we can kind of just ignore, we can almost ignore the rest except for the dolphin and the shark. So, this one says for each barracuda and moray, which we don't have any of those. So that's 0 each, right? This third one is the dolphin, so we had the dolphin right here. So it says, for each bottlenose dolphin, or dugong, because that's a dugong, by the way, scores 3 points for every native small animal, right? I have no red, so we actually get 0 points. Yep, that's 0. So that's 0. This is manta ray. So there's the shark one. Yeah, so that's manta ray, reef octopus. Yeah, it's a dugong. You know, named after the real life Pokemon. Alright, so this one does have the hammerhead shark. And so for the hammerhead shark, he scores 3 points for every native animal. They do have 1, so they get 3 points there. 0, 0. And let's go and add this up. Pretty sure player 1's got this. Oh, sorry, player 2, but let's add them up anyways. So 15 plus 11, 26, 33, 36. So 36 for player 1. And for player 2, 30, 39, 41 points. So player 2 taking that win. Once again, I think if I hadn't messed this up, I think it would have been a little bit close. I think player 1 could have won that, for sure. So that's the multiplayer version of the game. That's how you do multiplayer. Solo, I think, is... it's just you, yourself. So... okay. So yeah, so that's multiplayer. That's how you play the multiplayer version of this game. Very simple, right? You're just trying to match colors. You're trying to create like you know, like I said, you're trying to create hexagons. And it has to be a perfect hexagon when you play this, right? So like, and actually, it looks like these would both be hexagons right here. Yeah, these are definitely both hexagons. So you would actually get 2 if we had gotten like a red and a purple. That would have been that. I mean, look at that. That would have been beautiful. So yeah, you can complete multiple ones at the same time. So let's go ahead, let's put these back. And let's set up for a solo game. And y'all can see the differences between a multiplayer game and a solo game. Whoa. Wow. Man, I'm hungry. What do I have for dinner? I got some mac and cheese I need to eat tonight. Alright, so we can bring all these back. Because I think they want me to just remove just 19 this time. Alright, can't go wrong with mac and cheese, right? Mac and cheese with some chili flakes. Oh man, chili flakes are so good. I'm so addicted to them now. And then all these actually get brought back into the game. So we go to a full stack. 10, 8, 6. 11, 9. There we go. Enough mac and cheese, right? Do y'all make your own cheese for mac and cheese, or do y'all just get it from the box? I don't mind box mac and cheese, but I like making my own. Like cheese, I just get some heavy whipping cream and some milk and some mild cheddar. Ooh, it's so good. Alright, so we're gonna keep this setup over here. Alright, we want to remove the sea snail token, which we've already done. Remove 19 random coral tiles. So, I'm going to remove from the ones that we played with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 19. Oh, yeah. There's 19 tiles. You've always done the box. You've wanted to make some homemade. Yeah, homemade is so easy. It's super easy to do. The only thing, if you are going to do homemade cheese with heavy whipping cream and milk, the number one thing you cannot do is walk away from your oven or from your stove. Because if you do, the milk will let you know real fast the big mistakes that you just made. So, yeah, if you guys have never boiled milk, do it, and then walk away, and then never ever do it again. Yeah, when milk boils, it is wild. And really, I don't let my milk get to a boil. I just get it nice and warm. As soon as I start seeing bubbles, that's when I start adding in the cheese. By the way, y'all, it's been an hour, so let's go ahead and let's knock out some push-ups real quick. There we go. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go knock out 15 push-ups. Maybe just 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Woo! Woo! My arms hurt. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, the recovery time for me from pole dancing has gotten pretty bad. It takes me almost 2 days to recover from pole dancing. Oh god. And I'm looking to do a performance in April, so I'm gonna have to start doing more pole dancing It's gonna be great. But yeah, let's get back to it. Not gonna troll. I mean, I don't care. Alright, so. Yeah. I've already done my push-ups. Alright, so I want to reveal 3 coral tiles to prepare the starting market. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the one that we're gonna get. Actually, you know what? Let's go with. Let's get this one. Let's change it out. Let's go for this one. Here we go. And the way solo mode works. Ooh, there's like scenarios you can do. Scenarios are built scoring setups with extra objectives. You may play them in any order. Oh, I see. We're just gonna go to basic here. We're not gonna do any achievements here. We're just gonna practice playing this game and see how this goes. So the way a turn works is you take 1 and discard 2. So, and we have 17 turns to build out. So I get plenty of time, you know, to just kind of pick and choose what I want here. Let's see if we can connect anything. Ooh, if we do this. And then maybe we can start forming a coral here. Just trying to see if there's anything that just immediately makes sense. Not really. This is probably the closest thing to making sense. Oh! Maybe. Oh, here we go. See, this is the stuff that you need to be doing in this game, right here. That's gorgeous. So I like that. We're going to discard that over here. I'm going to reveal 3 more. If we go here. Yeah. Yeah, I like that right here. Get these connected just like that. And bam, look at that. We can already get a bunch of pieces going right here. So we could do green right here. We could also go here. It's a possibility. But I think this is the way. Oh, maybe. We could start forming a coral down here. We could also go here. Start forming a coral with the pink. That might be the best bet, to form a coral with the pink. So we'll grab the red. Which means we may want to start working on grabbing a dolphin at some point. Ooh, we got some yellow. We don't need that. I would like to complete this pink one at some point. If I can hold out for a green purple, that would be really nice. None of these are blue. You're pink. You're pink. Yeah, I think going here is good. That completes the pink. And then we can start working on yellow here. Get a green purple hopefully at some point. If I can get a green purple right there, that would be really nice. Come on, give me a green purple. Ooh, okay. I'm thinking that right here, pretty good. This does nothing. That does nothing. We could go here. Oh, that pink's in such a bad spot. Yeah, I think this is the way to go right here. Connect these so that we get these ready to go. Morning, Dove. How are you? Welcome on in. So good to have you. Welcome to the game of Aqua, Biodiversity in the Oceans. Very simple tile placement game where you're trying to create coral reefs, attract in small animals, and eventually biodiverse to the big animals. But yeah, how are you doing? You got over this terrible cold. Oof. I'm happy. That's good. I sympathize. When I moved to New Mexico, I had altitude sickness and a cold, and it sucked. I was like, bruh, I hate this. I hate this so much. But thankfully, once again, I got over it. Yeah, so we go here. That's gonna completely, no. But good. That is awesome. You ever had a cold in a while? Yeah. It's colds are no fun for anyone. And, I mean, fucking winter, winter just goes about and ruins everyone's day. Just has to be, just has to do things. And you're just like, stop it. So, ooh, we can go for the octopus. I like that. I like the idea of going for the octopus. Let's do this. Let's go over here. Because we can start connecting their reefs. So if we go here. No. Showing up there? Yeah, I can imagine. Like, it's pretty cold here, but yeah, no, I have I know some people up in the New England area, and yeah, they've been like, yeah, it's been freezing. We've had just nothing but cold as hell temperatures. I get it. So, but yeah, no, I hope it's all going good, Ooh, if I go here, that would be good. If I put this green right here, that would be helpful. Or I can go right here. Alright, so we'll put that purple right there. Are you cold weather or warm weather, Morning Dove? I'm gonna get that dolphin. This dolphin's gonna go right here. So biodiverse, right? 3 different colors. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Cover that up just like that. Definitely warm weather. Yeah, no, same here. Absolutely. I absolutely despise cold weather. It is not something I ever want to do. Like, hard pass. I'm good. Right? I'm going to go here. We're going to get the turtle. Alright, so turtle's going to go here. Alright, and because we are forming this, we get to grab the octopus. So octopus goes right here. Hang on, am I doing this right? I wonder, does that count? Oh, it's exactly 3 corals. Oh, man, I messed it up here. Hang on a minute. Hold on a moment. I messed this up. I messed this up so hard. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, thank you. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, no. Oh no, I've messed up. Hang on, I gotta think here. Actually, my next best bet actually would probably be to go right here to connect these. So I can get a coral going. Yeah. Yeah, it's my best bet. Oh, man. Oh, man. You want to move to Atlanta someday? Oh, hell yeah. Any particular reason why Atlanta? It's a good city. I like Atlanta. Atlanta's a nice city. I need a pink purple right here. Oh, I need a green purple. Do I have a pink? I do have a pink. Man, this plane is falling apart so fast right now. Alright, we're gonna get a pink. We need another pink right here at some point. It's such a pretty city. Hell yeah. I have visited Atlanta quite a few times. I enjoy it. I agree. I think it's a fun city to go visit. And I've been to the botanical garden too, which is really nice. I like the botanical garden. Granted, I went to the botanical garden at night for a Christmas event, so I still have no idea what it looks like because everything was dark, and I was like, I can't see shit. Oh man, I have to do this. I want to wait for a green purple though. That's this thing. I'd rather wait for a green purple. What if I do this? Does this help? Yeah, because I can put a purple right here. Yeah. You know something? Yeah, you drove through on your way. It's the prettiest city you've ever seen. Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the wrong way. Son of a bitch. Oh, never mind. It's right here. I got it. Boom. Green. Green, purple, baby. Give me that turtle. We'll put the turtle here. And let's see. Do I want to grab a dolphin or do I want to go for the... I can just go for the shark. No, I'm just going to go for the shark here. Shark's worth more. Yeah, like I said, Atlanta, you know, they've got, you know, really nice botanical garden. They have one of the largest aquariums in the United States. It's home to Dragon Con, Anime Week in Atlanta, MomoCon, which is some of the biggest conventions on the East Coast, especially Dragon Con. Dragon Con is huge. And I've been trying to get back to Dragon Con for years, and I just haven't been able to do it. And so I'm hoping, really hoping, to make that happen sooner than later here. Yes, I like that. I like that move right there. That's a good move right there. Now, would I move to Atlanta if given the choice? Me personally, I wouldn't. Right? I'd rather move to Phoenix or Philadelphia. Those are my choice cities. But, you know. Everyone has their cities that they want to go visit. You know, or live in, you know. I'm just going to go right here. Oh, no! I messed this one up again! Oh, what are you doing me? Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna mulligan this one. This one's gonna be a dolphin. I didn't even pay attention. I can't even go. Oh my gosh. What in the world? What? I can't even do that. What am I doing? Oh my God. I'm so bad at this game. I can't even do it here either. Cause, oh, what's happening, me? What are you doing? Holy Jesus. Oh my God. If you have no idea what I just did, don't worry about it. I realized I misplayed so hard. Oh, you want to visit Alaska someday? Yeah, I mean, if you just go into summer, I think it'll be all fine, you know? I cannot believe I'm fucking this up at such a high rate of speed. Oh my god. I have like a shit ton of coral, and that's about it. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna make more coral. That's how I'm gonna get all my points now. Because I have beyond messed up here. Nope, can't do that. Yep, just making more coral. That's the game plan, guys. That's the game plan. It's just make a ton of coral. Yeah. Oh, sorry, make a bunch of reefs. Because I screwed up. I screwed up hard. Is there anything else that needs more coral anywhere? I mean, putting coral here doesn't actually help because there's no fish here. I guess you can just go here, I guess. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see what score we got. But yeah, I mean, you know, if I were to go to Alaska, I would go, obviously, in the summer. So that's not super cold. But the other thing I would want to do is I would want to take the ferry from Seattle to whatever city in Alaska that goes to. Just because I would want to have my van with me, so I could just sleep in my van, right? And yeah, I do eventually want to visit Alaska. It's one of the game plans at some point, so. Alright, let's check out our Sono score. So, our Sono score here, we got 2 animals. We have 2 dolphins. So that's going to be 16 points right there. Alright, let's add up our small animals. We have 2, 4, 6, plus 9 is 15. And now we do our reefs, which is honestly where all my scores gonna be from. Alright, so, for this reef, we score, I'm gonna have to keep track of the score here, because I got a reef. So, where's my calculator? Alright, so for this reef right here, because it's 4, we count these 2, so that's 5. For this reef, because we have 4 more, we count these 2, so that's 5 more. For this reef up here, we count these 2, so that's 4. For this reef, we count these 2, so that's 5 more. Alright, and then for this red one, we count these 2. That's 5 more. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reefs for a total of 24 points. Not bad. Not bad. You know, once I realized I fucked up, I was like, just go with the reef strategy. Just get a circle of fish and start reefing it out. Reefing it out. And then, since all we have are dolphins, we only apply the dolphin one, and because we have 2, but we only have 1, we count it twice, so we get 4 points from that. So, oh yeah, and we have this one, we have 1, he gets 2 points. Everything else is zeros. And let's go ahead, count up this score here. 24 plus 16 is 40, plus 15 is 55, plus 6 is 61 points. And let's see where that ranks us as far as a Sono player. Well, it could have been better. We got just a great start. So, you know, at least we got to the minimum here. I feel like we could have done better. We definitely would have gotten more points if I had managed to get the shark out. I messed that one up. It'd be real nice if I could get one of these. You know, look at that. Look at him. He's so cool. Assign your name to a specific row of corals on the progress track. And when completing... Oh, yeah, they have scenarios in this game. You can, like, play these scenarios, right? So you set up this according to this. And then you have to score, like, a minimum score. And then there's objectives like, hey, you want minimum 20 points from small animals. Or have all small animals covered by large animals. Which I would have achieved on this game because I did that. Right? Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff from this game. And then you have challenges here. So like score 70, score 80, score 90, score 100, score all 6 ecosystems, right? Win a game by 10 points, right? Have 4 different large animals. I mean, definitely stuff to potentially work on. I like that they gave you like stuff to work on, which is cool. I like this game. Have I ever been to Alaska? I have not. Alaska is one of 2 states I haven't been to yet. Y'all want to guess the second one? Some of y'all probably know. I've mentioned the state several times as being the state that I missed. I tried to hit it up on my final trip, and I just couldn't do it. Workday, hi, welcome on in. How are ya? Let me bring you guys up. And bring you guys up to me. So yeah, so that's Aqua. Nope, not Montana. So that's Aqua. For those of y'all who liked what you saw, it's a fun game. I like it. It's very simple, right? It's very colorful. And I mean, the art is great, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, definitely a fun game that you can play with friends and family. And it's not that difficult. So it is a relatively short game, as you can tell. We've only been alive for about an hour and like 40 minutes. So I think what we're gonna do when we grab the game. I want to do some Gloomhaven. So I think we're gonna swap over to this. We're gonna do some Gloomhaven buttons and bugs, which is a game that I bought from PAX Unplugged. So which one? North Dakota. I have yet been to North Dakota. I had a chance on this past trip and I missed it because I forgot I was house sitting for a friend. And I unfortunately had to cancel North Dakota because I had to get to Philadelphia for PAX Unplugged. So, which I don't regret at all. I know PAX Unplugged was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you're looking for a great board game convention, PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia is absolutely amazing. It's actually where I bought the game Whipswood, which let me get that game real quick. Where did I put it? There we go. Which, if y'all haven't played this game, I highly recommend it. Especially when it comes out in the United States. It's not out yet. It comes out in... When does this game come out? I know it's like early spring. What happened to my other phone? I had another phone somewhere and it's gone now. Oh, it's right here. Whips. Wood release date. They're saying release date for the US is February or March of 2026. So they don't have an exact date yet. Oh yeah, guys, you can feed your hedgehogs. You can feed your hedgehogs. Why am I expecting an anime cat walking on painting and knocking over the vase? Oh yeah, good old cats. So let me go ahead and clear everything out of the way real quick, and then we will. Actually, before we shift over, let's go ahead and build out this box. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So we got this thing. Uh-huh. 12 of 13 front, 12 of 13 back. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. What I do know is, I'll get this paper off. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, paper. Come off. Okay. Put these here. It's giving me instructions. I'm trying to figure this out here. Okay, so this must be the bottom of the box. Okay, I see what it's trying to tell me to do. So it wants me to do this. And then these go here. There we go. Eh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, this is... Oh, what's happening? One. Okay, okay, hang on a minute. Okay, we gotta get them on first. Shit. I need one more hand. Fuck. Okay. Okay, what if I go with you? What if, oh, you know what? What if we did this smartly? What if we did everything upside down? We held on to you. We did this. And we did this. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah! No! Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we got it. Oh, my God. States you've been to: Washington, D.C., Maryland, Pennsylvania, briefly stopped in Kentucky, but gas up don't count. Yeah, I usually don't count, like, quick pit stops. Usually I count it if I went, like, to get a quick geocache. So for a couple years, Mississippi, I counted that as a geocache run. But I did knock out Mississippi on this final trip, technically. Like fully. I went to go out and eat. So, alright, there we go. Woo! Something tells me I put this in wrong. I did. Fuck. Notice. Okay, here we go. Can we... Will this fuck itself if I... Hang on. I got this. Come on, get in there. Get in there, dog. Yeah, there we go. I got it. So now, we just put the pieces in according to this. So this goes in here. I don't like that this game doesn't have any bags. And then what else do you get? Okay, so the large animals all go over here. I should probably put the biggest ones on the bottom. Washington D.C. is boring. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's boring. Could it be better? Yes. I don't like. I really hate this game doesn't have bags. So wait, if you're red, green, you don't know that much pink goes here. Alright, so okay, so yeah, if we do it like that, but then this game has to stay. This game cannot stand up. This game has to stay horizontal, or everything's gonna fall out. Alright, so you go here. And then all this goes here. I don't mind Washington D.C. I've been a couple times. One of my besties lives in Washington D.C., so that probably also has something to do with it. I probably have a bias. But if you don't know me by now, you know it's coming. Jacksonville is definitely the most boring city that I've had the misfortune of visiting / living in. Fuck that city. That city sucks. Oh, man. Sorry if there's any Jacksonvillians in my chat, but, dude, our city blows. It's just a bunch of rich buildings. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history there, but if history's not really your thing, you know, I get it. It's definitely not for everyone. So, pop these in there, pop this in there. Hell yeah, look at that. And I guess I can just put these here to help hold those in place. Now we put Aqua. Oh man, is this box flipped up right? Yeah. There we go. And now, oh yeah. Boom. Yeah, and you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's definitely a lot of cities that are, you know, just not everyone's jam. You know, I don't really go into like downtown Washington D.C. I usually go into like the whole surrounding area. Let me go and change the title here. From learning to play Aqua, playing a round of Gloomhaven, buttons and bugs. There we go. For sure you go to NYC in the future, probably very soon. Hell yeah. I have not spent that much time in New York City. I always get a little, I'm not a big fan of going to New York City. I think it's a little too dense for me. So, for those who don't know, Gloomhaven is Buttons and Bug is a miniature version of the much larger and expansive Gloomhaven game. This is meant to be played as a one player only, and it's quick, it's easy, it's fun. However, I don't necessarily remember exactly how to play. In addition, I think I'm going to have to change the angle at which you guys watch this. So, I'm probably going to bring you guys down. I'm probably going to bring you down to this so that you guys can see everything better. But let's get everything set up first. But this is basically everything you need right here. We're going to have to really learn how to play. I definitely do not remember what to do. So Button Bug's tactical combat game for one player. You will play as a mercenary in a series of scenarios that make up an exciting campaign story. Despite coming in a tiny package, this is a big game. So we want to start by taking the deck of scenario cards from the box. So let's get our scenario cards, which are, I believe, right here. Yep, here we go. Scenario deck. I think this is in order. Yeah, here we go. So this is our scenario deck. It's basically run as a story, right? So you want our scenario deck. Flip over the top card and read the story of that shrinking feeling. Before you begin, you will need to choose a character. There are 6 available characters. So these 6 available characters are the Silent Knife, the Mischief, the Tinkerer, the Spellweaver, the Bruiser, and the Cragheart. I think for this one, we're gonna go with the Spellweaver. Okay. And we're gonna read our scenario deck. That shrinking feeling. What a time for Gloomhaven. First, a black tornado from the void nearly destroyed the city. Then there were reports of the very essence of corruption trying to end everything. But all is well that ends well. And at the center of both events, hail, a mysterious Aster, who lives in a derelict tavern, the Crooked Bone. It is said she can turn anyone into a hero, exactly what you want to be. Sure, you don't have a lot of training, but put in front of the right adventure, you get the acclaim that is due to you. So, with that bold purpose, you step across the threshold of the Crooked Bone and... No, that's not right. Everything is growing. Why is this doorway so large? Why are you so... small? Is this some sort of Aster enchantment? You've been shrunk. Play Scenario 1, a rude welcome. And then it says here, Bottle Cap Helm. During an enemy's attack, treat its plus attack modifier as a 0 attack modifier. Alright. So, this is what you play on. This is your spot. As you can see, it's quite small. So that's why I'm going to be swapping you guys over to this, I think. Let's see if this works. I'll get you guys right here. Swap you all to 74 here. Alright, so... this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I've ever tried this angle before. I'm going to get my Spellweaver. And then let me find the Spellweaver. Now you can paint these. And at some point I would like to paint them. Are you the Spellweaver? I can't tell. I don't think that's the Spellweaver. No, that's not the Spellweaver. She looks like the Spellweaver. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the Spellweaver. As you can tell, it's really hard to tell what some of these characters are. They're really small. But they don't call this game Buttons and Bugs for nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it would really help if I painted these characters, but I don't have the tools to paint them. So I might find someone and hire them and be like, hey, you wanna paint for me? I have done one painting in my life, and I did it at TwitchCon. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't remember if I even have it inside. It might be out in my van, but I have painted something. Let's see. I'm gonna make you guys a little bit taller here. we go. Alright, so where's my rulebook? Here's my rulebook. Alright. The brown hit point dial. So this is my hit point dial. So we are level 1, so I have 10 hit points. So there's our 10. We're gonna put that. Let's see. How do I move this again? I'm trying to remember how to shift this. Oh, right. You just shift it like that. Okay. You just do a quick turn, just like that. Very lightly grab the outside, spin it. So let's get us up to 10 health here. So we start off with 10 health. Alright, so here's my character right here. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I really don't know how I'm going to do this. Alright. And then I need my 4 level 1 ability cards. So let me go ahead and get my ability card real quick. I'm purple, which means these are mine right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I'll get these right here. Alright. Alright, so put these away real quick. So the way this works, right, is you have your spell cards right here, right? You have level 1, you have level 2 spells. You start off with level 1s, you get level 2s later, so we can put the level 2s kind of away. We don't need these for now. You know what? Let me see. Let me see this. We might have to just zoom y'all in. This might be the best way to do it. Is to do it like this. Alright, but you start on your A side, right? So this is just your hand. And you play 2 spells a turn. And then they eventually flip. And then when you use the B side, then they're gone forever. So you kind of have to, you know, win as fast as you can, because you will eventually run out of spells. Alright, so we want to go ahead. Where's that tray? Is it here? Oh, here we go. So here's my modifier tray. So this is my 10 points right here. This is my modifier tray. Alright. So basically what this means is if I roll, every time I attack I have to roll this dice. And this dice will determine my bonus, right? So if I roll a circle, nothing. If I roll a plus, we get a +1. And if we roll a negative, we get a -1. Or no attack. So, we definitely want to avoid that. Alright. So, time to read scenario 1, a rude welcome. I didn't read a rude welcome. Oh, here we go. Scenario 1, a rude welcome. Got some fancy gear there. You whirl around, taking in your familiar yet unfamiliar surroundings. Your attention settles on a scruffy character behind you, knuckling on par with your diminutive statue. Nice and shiny, like it's never been used. Hand it all over and I'll let you live. Well, that simply won't do. Your gear's unused, but that's really only one solution for that. So, our monsters are the Bandit Guard, and our goal is to defeat all monsters. So, we're gonna set up here, and we need to retrieve the Bandit card. So, where's the Bandit card? Nope, there's the scenarios. These are extra. Oh, here we go. So we need to retrieve the bandit guard. So we've got the bandit guard right here. Retrieve the bandit card noted in the scenario. Flip the scenario card, so we've done that here. Some hexes or terrain with special rules. So neither you or your enemies can move through obstacles labeled green. So they're green, you can't move through them. But you can attack through them with ranged attacks. Hazards, which are red, will hurt anyone that moves into them. These hazards deal 1 damage each time that hex is entered. And then take note of the quantity and cube colors of the monsters shown on the map. So for this one, we had to fight 2. So 1, 2. Place cubes in the map hexes with a banded guard artwork. A green cube in the hex and a blue cube. So we're going to have a green cube here. We're going to have a blue cube here because those are represented. Right? And we're going to zoom you guys in just a little bit more here. And we're going to put the bandit guard over here. And then I think we use this. Retrieve a monster's tray. Oh, retrieve the monster tray. Here we go. Place a bandit guard. Alright. Place your miniature in the starting hex. So here we go. So my person, she goes right here. I know it's very small, very hard to see, but that's this game. Alright. So now we need to set the bandit's maximum health points. So we have the green because that one's green. So we're gonna set this one to 8 health. So this one's at 8. So we'll put this one up here. And we got the blue one, which we are gonna now set at also 8 health. And there we go. Place a white cube in the middle slot of the monster tray. There we go. Alright, and then I think we can get rid of, we can move these aside. Alright, and then before we start, I want to knock out another set of push-ups real quick. So I'm going to knock out 15. I'm going to knock out 15 more push-ups. So here we go, 15 more because it's top of the hour and that's what we do here. We knock out push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Woo! Just knocking out those push-ups. Knocking them out like it's nothing. Let's get y'all turned back around. And, let's see. That's a little much. There we go. Alright. So, I have retrieve a red modifier. Oh, okay. And then the red modifier for the enemy. There we go. And then I need this right here. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna just roll the dice and make sure we don't knock it over. Alright, you know what? We'll do it here and then I can just pick up the dice as needed. So, alright. Alright, so keep the condition tokens, icon reference card. Alright, so icon reference card, which is this card right here. So I'll keep this near me. Here's our dice that we're going to be rolling. And playing a scenario, each scenario is played over a series of rounds, and each round consists of the following steps. Card selection. First, pick 2 of your ability cards to play during the round. Next, determine the order in which you and the monsters will take turns. Finally, carry out the turns in the order determined by initiative. So, basically, when I pick a card, if I remember correctly, yeah, it's going to have a number here, and the higher number goes first. Makes sense. So before you play the first round, there are a few important concepts. First, when you go over actions and abilities, the entire top or bottom half of each of your cards is a single action. On your turn, you will perform the top action of one of your cards you pick for the round and the bottom action of the other. Each action consists of one or more abilities represented by icons and numbers. The 2 most common moves are move and attack. So important that you can choose to forgo any card's top action to instead perform a basic attack, or forgo any bottom action to perform a basic move 2 ability. Alright, so when you perform a move ability, you can move a number of hexes up to the value of the ability. For example, with basic M2, you can move 2 hexes and moving to an adjacent hex with each movement point. And then each attack ability allows you to target an adjacent enemy and deal damage equal to the ability value modified by the attack roll. And then anytime you perform an attack, you must roll the die and apply the correct modifier. So that's the modifier, right? You roll, that's how you get it. Sometimes you will have advantage or disadvantage on your attacks. When you do, roll the die twice and use a better or worse modifier respectively. If you would have both, just roll once as normal. And then after each attack, you must move the cube down 1 slot in the modifier tray or back to the top if you're at the bottom. Any other additional abilities like jump, you have ranged, area of effect, conditions, which we can get to if that does pop up. I don't have to worry about shield and pierce because I'm going to be shooting stuff. I do have elements. I don't know if that's going to do, but card selection, you'll pick 2 cards, and then the order of initiative, the lower your initiative, the sooner you act. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. You'll determine the initiative of the bandit guards. Roll the die and move the white cube on the monster tray to the slot matching the result. And then the column below the cube indicates the bandit's initiative and what abilities they will perform this round. Both bandits will perform these abilities. If their initiative value is lower, they will act before you this round. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And then on your turn, you'll perform the top action 1 and the bottom action the other. You can perform either action first, and then after finishing an action, you flip it to its B side and return it to your hand. If the action has active bonus icon, instead place it blah blah blah. And then once you use your B side, once you've used your B side cards, they are discarded and cannot be used again until recovered. Which, if you recover, we'll go to recover. Here we go. There are 2 ways to rest, short rest and long rest, and both allow you to retrieve cards from your discard pile at the cost of losing 1 card. You can rest only if you have at least 2 cards in your hand and or discard pile. So you can perform a short rest at the end of a round. When you do, return all cards from your discard pile to your hand, flip them to their A side, and then you lose 1 card at random. If you want to, you can suffer 1 damage to lose a different random card instead, or you can do the long rest. You'll take your turn at initiative 99, you return all cards to your hand, and then lose 1, and then you heal, and then you can also recover items. So, but yeah, so that's this game in a nutshell. So, let's do it. So let me make sure I'm on the page that tells me how to do things. So first things first, I'm going to choose 2 cards here. So we have Freezing Nova, which allows me to do 2 damage to the 2 enemies. So what's that circle mean? Affect X targets. Okay, so target the 2 enemies closest to you within 3 hexes. So no, not really a good one to play yet, because they're not near me. Unless I want to wait. I could do Dancing Gales or this. Which one allows me to push people back? Man, there's a lot going on with this. Holy shit. The fire orbs. So this allows me to target 3. Range of 3. Now what is that? What does that mean down there? I think that means, I forget what that means as far as that goes. Let me see. So I forget what that means. Exclamation mark, and if I looked this up and I don't remember. But I can also just move 4 if I wanted to. We have an arcane bolt here, which, what's that? Maybe this person probably wasn't the best to pick. She's got a lot of complications here, and I'm just like, So I've got this thing. I've got a bunch of fire and ice stuff that I have no idea what the fuck any of this means. I actually might change out here. The Spellweaver might not be the best. Oh, the ability to consume an element. How do I do that? Here we go, because it's talking about it right here. The option consume an element is represented by an element icon marked with an X followed by an icon effect after a colon. During the attack ability, you can consume win to add 1 attack. But how do I get that? Oh, I see. What does consuming an element do, though? Consume? Negating damage. Sorry, guys. I gotta go through all this. Alright, so... Okay, I think I see. I think I see what's going on here. So I think I have to play these together. So I would have to play Freezing Nova, do the bottom, and then I can activate. I see what's happening. Okay. Okay. I see how this works. So Dancing Gales has several different effects. I see. Okay, okay. Now, does this mean I can only move and or attack? Or I can move and attack? I assume it means I can move and attack. Yeah. That's my assumption. Okay. So add 1 to all your attacks this round. That just means, oh, that's anything. Okay. I see. So we can go... We could pick Arcane Bolt. And then go with... Maybe Freezing Nova? No, I want to save Freezing Nova. Save these two. So we go these two, so save these two for next turn. And then we'll go with this right here. And then I think what I want to do is I want to activate Arcane Bolt and the movement. This does heal, but let's presume I don't need to heal. Alright. So we're going to choose the 26 here. Because hopefully we can go first. Alright, so we're going to roll the dice here. Alright, so that's going to be a negative. So, but because I picked 26, I still get to go first. But this means they're going to move twice and attack if able and have 1 defense. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Arcane Bolt, which has 2 attack. Actually, you know what I should do? Is I should go right here. No, I should just shoot him. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to be careful because he's going to try to get to me as fast as he can. We should just shoot him. Yeah. So let's do this. If I go here, he'll move here. He'll move there. Actually, I should just go right here so neither of them can attack me. So yeah, let's do that. Let's use my attack. And I'm going to burn this fire. I'm going to consume this fire to add +1 attack on him. And then we're going to roll the dice. And that is a circle. So because it's a circle, alright, so zero effect. But he does take 3 damage. So that's gonna knock him down to so actually he's only gonna take 1 because he's got shields. He's got 1 shield here and 1 shield here. So he's gonna take 1 damage. So that puts him down to 7. And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move right there. So that will use up these cards. So they now flip to their Bravo side. So that I gain Revolving Ether. All cards in your NOS pile. Flip all cards in your NOS pile to their A side. And then move, and I think jump is what that is. Yeah, that's jump. And then Cracking Air, I can add +1 attack to all my attacks. Add +2 instead while ice is available. Or I can move and then give up a sun to punch for 2. Oh no, retaliate. Attackers suffer 2 damage. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so, put that down. That's my current hand. So now we go to the opponent's turn. So they're gonna move 2 spots. So 1, 2. 1, 2. And that is going to end their turn. So now, we come back to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna burn these right here. So I'm trying to figure out what this exclamation mark thing means. I know this means like get rid of a card, but I don't know if that's like. So unfortunately, they don't put it on here. Let me look that up real quick. Let me see. Sorry for that. Gloomhaven. Buttons and bugs. White card symbol with an X. What does that mean? Oh, here's the full rules here. Why did they tell me about the X? Come on, show me the cards. Difficult terrain, pressure plates, playing a scenario, card selection. Area of effect, no. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. But if I can't find it and I'm just going to ignore it, and then later on I can look it up. Round bonuses. Okay, well what if it's white? That's force movement, character turn, blah blah blah. Oh, B. Card name. Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. See, it points it out right here, but it's not telling me what that is. Do I have to go down further? Why wouldn't you put it in the same fucking section? Oh, an action might include an active ability icon, see 21 and 28. So what's 28? Well, Nosh actions can only perform if an action has that card must be placed in the Nosh pile after the action is performed. Oh, okay. So wait, did I have a Nosh action here? Okay, I did, but I didn't use it. And so then what's this one? Okay, so that's NOS actions. And then, so if we go back. And then see what 21 is. Provides an active bonus. Is that what that is? Okay. They're active bonuses. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, cool. So if I use this, then I will immediately lose it. So that could be a problem. That's goofy. So maybe I should use this. And, oh, I should do this. I should do these together. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. There we go. So basically what's gonna happen, I'm gonna choose the 25. And basically once I use this, I'm gonna lose it. But I think I'm just gonna, well, oh man, I can't do both. Hang on. Actually, my better bet would be to do this and this. Yeah, so move 3, and then deal 2 damage. Is that the best? Is that the best I can do here? What do you have on the back? Yeah, I think that's my best move. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put these two. I'm gonna put these two right here. I'm gonna choose 25, which will enable me to go first. I'm gonna roll the dice for the enemy here. And they get a circle. Which means I get to go first. They only get to move once, but they get to swing for 2 damage a pop. And I'm going to choose to do this first. So I get to target the 2 enemies closest to me within 3 hexes, which is going to be these 2. And I'm going to roll the dice. I'm currently dealing 2 damage. Oh, gosh. I end up rolling a minus. So I end up doing no damage because he's got the shield. Which sucks. So, I'm going to use my movement here. So this flips to the B side. I'm going to use my movement to come over to here. Just trying to play a little keep away at the moment. Alright, so this now goes into my discard. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put this up here. I go into my discard, and I now have 3 cards remaining. And on their turn, they're gonna come in, they're gonna move just like that. And it is now my turn. Alright, so I might have to heal. That might be... I think these 2 right here, the dancing gales, and then the icy blast. And I'm gonna take a hit here, which sucks. But I mean that's healing for 3. I don't know if I want to burn that yet. Could go with this. Let's see. So when I discard, does it discard into the Bravo side from the? I think so. Let me see. Let me look that up real quick. Where does it talk? Oh, here we go. Why would I want to flip all cards? Oh, in my NOS pile. How does that help me though? I don't understand how that's... I don't even know what that's supposed to do. Oh, recover? Oh, that's recover. Oh, okay. I see. So that's a way you can recover cards. I see. Okay, so maybe I should do Icy Blast here. Because this says it does 4 damage. And then it does, I think that's an area of attack. Let me see. Let me look that up real quick. It sucks that I have to use, like, go online to kind of get this. A red indicates the hexes in which figures can be targeted. Okay, yeah. So if I decide to target, then I can target in a thing. So right now, they're not in the same spot. So if I go with Icy Blast... I'm gonna want to go second here. So that way I can get them together. So, my best bet would be to use these 2. Or use the Dancing Gales. Move and attack. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna pick these two right here, and I'm gonna pick 66 here. I'm gonna take a gamble here. Let me see if I can take a shot here. Alright, so they get to go first. They get to move twice. Because I chose 66. So, Blue's gonna go first. He's gonna come in. And he is going to swing for 1 damage. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and roll his dice. This is gonna go for his attack modifier. That is a circle. So, plus 0, so he's gonna hit me for 1. So it's gonna knock me down to 9. Ah! There we go, so I'm down to 9. So that shifts down. And then he's gonna come here. He can't attack me because he's in the way, which is great. So now on my turn, I'm gonna do Icy Blast, which allows me to do 4 damage to both of these. And I get to roll the dice. I need anything but a negative. Anything but a negative. Hey! In fact, I get a plus, which means I do plus 1 damage. So I do a total of 5 damage in like that. And since they're next to each other, they both take 5. However, they have 2 shields, so they only take 3 a pop. So this brings them down to 4. And this brings him down to 5. Look at that. Right back in the game, baby. Alright. And so that's going to cause this card to actually go to the NOS pile. Because A, it's because of that, so it goes to the NOS pile. And then I have Dancing Gales. So we are going to attack. And yeah. Yeah, so move and attack. I might just actually just use the movement here. Yeah, I'm just gonna just use the movement. Let me see, short rest. You use 1 card at random. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, let's just use my movement. So I'm gonna use the movement on this one. I'm gonna move 1 back. And that flips this over to the B side. Alright. So, now we go back to my turn. So, I have to pick one of these. Let's see. I can either regain all my cards, which I don't want to use that yet. So, I can use this and that. So, this will allow me to attack for 3. This will allow me to move and jump. So yeah, we'll pick the 6-7. Hopefully we get to go first. We're gonna find out. Oh yeah, I have to move this down. There we go. Alright, so we roll the dice to determine whether they move. See which one they're at. That is a minus, so they get to move. So they get to go first. They get to move 2 spots and attack for 1. So Blue's closer, so he's gonna go right here. Right? And in this game, right, they're kind of just AI, right? They just go straight to you, right? None of this smart, like, You know, oh, if I go here, then green can come here. No, none of that. Alright, so blue comes here. They're going to swing for 1 damage. Alright, so we're going to roll the dice right here. Hopefully there's not a plus here, because that's going to suck. And in fact, it's a minus, which is a -1, which means he does no damage to me. Green moves in right here. And now it's my turn. So I'm going to use my Ember Frost. What does that mean? Oh, disarm. I don't have that. Alright, so we're going to use the Ember Frost. We're going to swing for 3 damage. I'm going to swing for 3 at the green guy. Alright, so here we go. Oh my gosh, I do no damage because I get -1. Which means I only do 2, and he's got 2 shields. So that's always frustrating. And then I'm going to move... I'm going to move 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to leap. And I'm going to go over to here. No, wait, yeah. I'm just going to go here. There we go. I'm going to put myself right there. So these will both get discarded. So I currently have no hand, which is fine. On this next one, I'm going to perform what's called a long rest. So instead of choosing 2 cards, you can declare a long rest. You'll take your turn at initiative 99. So I return all cards to my hand, and then I lose 1 card of... I lose 1 card of my choice. When they say lose, does that mean... Hang on. Let me look that up real quick. Does that mean discarded or, like, lose? Give me a second here. A short rest or a long rest. Both cases, the rest can only be performed if you have at least 2 cards in your hand and or discard pile. Resting always results in losing 1 card. I presume when they say lose a card, they mean I pick one. So I definitely need to hang on to this card. So I'm going to get rid of... I'm going to get rid of this. So I'm going to end up using fire orbs. And then Arcane Bolt. Yeah. Okay. Alright. And then I heal 2. So I get to heal 2 damage. So I'm back up to 10. That's my maximum. I don't heal. I don't overheal. Oh, yeah. Move that. There we go. Alright. So, let's see what the Ultimate's gonna do. They stay on the negative, which means they get to move twice. Alright, so... see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So, they're coming for me. On my turn, I'm obviously going to use these. I'm going to use Arcane Bolt at 26 here. Which will enable me to go first, no matter what. And they are at the plus, which means they get to move twice. But that's okay, because I get to go first. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to use my Arcane Bolt first. So I'm going to heal 3, which doesn't actually do anything. However, I am going to burn... I'm going I'm going to consume the fire, which will allow me to add +1 attack to all my attacks this round. And I'm going to attack them with my fire orbs. So I can choose up to 3 people at a distance of 3 and deal 4 actually. And I get to roll the dice. So I'm guaranteed at least 3 damage to these guys. And if I roll a plus or a circle, the green one dies. So here we go. What is that? Oh, of course it will be the negative. Stupid. So 3 minus 1 is 2 damage a pop. So he takes 2. He takes 2. There we go. And so this flips. And this goes into there. So this isn't good because he gets to move twice. He gets to move twice. And he gets to swing for 2 damage. So let's see if he swings. And he actually doesn't. He rolls a negative, which according to this, means he doesn't get to swing at all. So that's good news for me. That's really good news for me, because I'm going to be playing this card. So I'm going to be going second, but I get all my cards back, which will be good. So hopefully they roll a 30 here. That would be really nice. Oh, so they're going to be swinging for 2 damage a pop. So that sucks. Yeah, so they're coming in. So, the first one's going to swing for 2. 3, actually. So I'm down to 7. And then the second one's going to swing. And he's going to swing for 1, so that brings me down to 6. So that's going to bring their white cube down to here. This is going to allow me to activate this, which brings these cards back into my hand. This now goes away. What is that? I don't know what that one is. Alright, so now I get all my cards back with A, which is good. So now, I think I'm just gonna have to just say buckets. I can't move, that's the issue. So, do I have the one that allows me to jump? It's back here, isn't it? Alright. Well, I gotta fight, so I'm going fire orbs and dancing gales. It's buckets. Alright, we're going to choose Dancing Gales, 21, so I get to go first here, and hopefully they roll a circle or a plus, so I can win this game. And good, they stay on circle, right, which means they only have 1 defense, so I get to go first here. So I'm going to cast my Fire Orbs. Once again, this is a one-time use, right, but I get to choose 2 enemies, deal up to 3 attack. So we're going to be dealing up to 3 here. I have the ability to double damage here. So as long as I roll a circle or a plus, I will kill one of them. Shit. Hang on. Hang on. That's a mulligan. I missed. I missed. There we go. And of course, what the fuck, man? That's bullshit. Damn it. Sometimes this is why I hate dice rolling games. Because I roll like absolute dog shit. Like, y'all have seen me play Mice and Mystics? Like, it's so frustrating. This is what, the 4th one that I've rolled? So now I have to use this. So I'm gonna attack once again. I'm gonna attack green, which should kill him. Uh-oh. If I roll a negative, I actually won't kill him. Bro! Bro! What the fuck, man? Come on! Dude! Oh, that's so dumb! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, and they're both cards. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Which means I only have one card left. What the fuck, dude? Dude, they could kill me right here because they're just gonna swing for 2 damage. Okay. -1. Good. I wonder, does this move down every time they attack? Or does that move... Give me a second here. Can't remember. I think it's after every attack. Yeah, so I think that moves down. Alright, so the other one gets to attack. Oh yeah, I take 1. Because they're swinging for 2, so I'm down to 5. And take none from that. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to fucking hope I can fucking hit with this. I'm playing Freezing Nova. I have no choice. And, oh man, come on. Come on, game. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Oh my god. What in the world? You know what? I think I might... No, because it doesn't matter. Because it's at the end of the turn. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? So stupid. What the fuck? I have yet to get a single plus on any of my attacks. It's all been circle or negative. So they get to go first. So 1 damage. I'm at 4. One damage. Oh, no damage. Alright, well, once again, I have no choice but to cast Freezing Nova here. Honestly, I need to roll a plus. For the love of God, give me 1 plus. Or give me nothing. So... Fuck, man. I can't win. So that's pretty much it. I pretty much lose because I can't go anywhere. My character's trapped. Yeah, I've rolled nothing but negatives. I've rolled negative. Like, ugh, God, this is why I hate these types of games. Is because you can play so well, but if the dice just rolls like dog shit, it doesn't matter. Like, you can't do anything. I have a guy who's been hanging out at 1 health, and I can't kill him because I can't get the damage in. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. This happened the last time I played the first time. I got stuck trying to kill a guy with 1 health, and I just kept rolling negatives. And I was like, and like the one time I rolled a negative that would have killed him with any other row, it was on this row. And I rolled a negative, which canceled the entire attack. And it could have been on this. It could have been on the negative too, and I would have killed him. But because it was on the negative, it canceled the attack, and I was like, bro. So, I pretty much just lost this because I fucking rolled negative the entire time. That's frustrating. But, that's dice rolling games for you, man. Like, it happens. You play the game, you know, what did they say? Yeah. Right? You play, sometimes you play to win, sometimes you play to suck. And, yeah. It happens, right? If you saw me play Mice and Mystics, like the people, because I was playing Mice and Mystics at that, you know, that board game cafe. If you ask them like, what was Fiona like playing Mice and Mystics, they'd be like, oh, you could hear when she was getting frustrated, because you would just roll, you know, like I said, you would just roll and hit nothing over and over and over again, and something would just live at 1 health, and you're just like, I just want this thing to die. I just want this dude to die. Let me hit him, for the love of God. It's awful. You know? And it happens. And you saw how many times I had the ability to, like, hit him for, like, 5 or 6 damage. And then I would roll the negative, and it'd be like, okay, I guess I'm only doing 4. Oh, but you guys have 2 shields, so you take 2 damage instead of 5 or 6, right? And the thing about the mage is, they're kind of meant to just blow you up in 1 shot. So if you're only doing 2 damage a pop, you're kind of in a bad spot, so that sucks. But it's fine. It's fine. This is one of those games where it's like, when the going gets bad, I just need to stop playing. You know? Like, that's just how it goes. I tried, I lost. This is the second time it's happened, by the way. This is the second time that I've been this close, and I just can't get off the negative. I'm like, stop hitting the negative. In fact, let me see this dice. You know what? I don't like the setup for this dice. The setup for this dice should be 4 circles, 1 negative, and 1 plus. That's the setup that's how the setup for the dice should be. But I get it. I get why they would make it 2 of each. It happens. Whatever. Well, that's Gloomhaven, guys. It's a fun game. You know, it's fun when you're not frustratingly rolling 8 negatives in a fucking row. So, you know, you've only seen me roll 1 circle, yeah. I don't think I rolled a single plus, by the way. For me. I think I rolled pluses for them. But me, I rolled 0 pluses. I rolled nothing. 1 circle, as Blaze says, and then all negative. Just, I think the one time I rolled circle was actually on this one. So my attack went through, and then everything else was just negatives. Mr. Half Hugs! Oh my god. Mr. Half Hog. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. The Half Hugs. Oh, I just realized that I've had my network on the wrong thing this entire time. Good job, Mr. Half Hog. Oh, and of course you can't forget the Huggles. The hot hugs from Henry Hedgehog. I mean, it's even in his name. Look at that. Boop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The hot hugs from Henry the Hedgehog. Alright, y'all. We're gonna find someone to grade out to before I get any more mad at this game. I'm not mad at this game. It happens, right? Look, you gotta be able to roll the punches, okay? I'm gonna put it to you right now, that if you get angry at games, don't play it. There's a reason I don't play this game very often. I do get very mad at this game. But I'm also like, let's calm down, me. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see who's on here. You know, for a minute, I really thought Foxwalks was on. I saw Fox City's Pinball, and I was like, oh, Foxwalks? Oh, damn it. Ooh, Cozy Bean. Nerdness. Sultry is on doing some Super Mario speedruns, and Star Fox. Is she doing Star Fox right now? Or are they doing Star Fox right now? Just doing some Mario, okay. We can either go to Sultry. Captain Zanzibar is on. Adanaut is on doing some Dishonored. I am thinking about taking this over to Bonsai because obviously we did board games. I would like to take us into Board Gamer. And let me see what Bonsai is doing.
I was playing Downfield to 2K for a final upload.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect spot to go to. Let's go to Bonsai. So let me give him a shout out here.
I'm telling you right now. I don't know what kind of video game is it?
Shout out to the Bonsai.
Also,
I think that's how I spell it. Is that how you spell it?
Are you using like any
BANZAINATO? Yep, Bonsai. So they are doing board games. They're doing. I'm not too sure what they're doing. But they're doing something. She's opening something with a knife. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who popped in today. Today's Shipment of Fail, Morning Dove, Vegas, Workday. Thank you for the raid from Panda. And Kirk, it was so good to have you in here too. And thank you for the follow from Cosmic Beat. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Watching me have fun with Aqua. And then watching me get frustrated at Gloomhaven again. Yeah. We're going to head over to the Bonsai. Let me go and get this raid on the go here. Wait a minute here. Let's do it from this phone. Stream Manager. Raid. Bonsai right at the top. Start that raid. And we're gonna give y'all the sub raid and the raid 2. Here's our sub raid. Here's our raid 2. Alright, y'all. You know what to do. Let's take that love and energy over to the Bonsai. Make sure you grab the raid messages that apply to you. If you're subbed, get the hedgehogs. If you're not subbed, get the wings. But then today, we're all part of the same prickle. Mr. Half-Hog and Henry, give me the good old Half-Hog wave here. And y'all, once again, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I hope y'all have a good night. I will see y'all on maybe Friday? Maybe Friday, Saturday. I'll be in Santa Fe and Albuquerque this weekend. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have anything planned yet, but I'll figure something out. If anything, we'll catch a sunset. We'll go for a walk. Maybe we'll have a campfire because I had a bad stealth camping experience in Santa Fe, and I'm like, you know what, BOM man is right there. Just camp out in nature. So. But, yeah. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye. Panda, have a good night. Let me go ahead. Oh, let me get the raid message. I need to raid message myself.